Hello everyone, my name is Kitetsu and welcome back to my channel. My goodness, it has been so long since I made a video. I was actually getting worried about it. I was thinking, should I even do this? I've been out of the loop for so long. But two things I want to say before I begin this video. First of all, thank you so much for all of the support you guys have been giving me since I've been away, asking for me to come back, checking that I'm okay. You know, all of those messages, I appreciate them so much, and I've been feeling really negative about the fact that I couldn't be here making these videos. I've genuinely missed all of you guys so much. You have been the best audience I could ever have hoped to ask for on YouTube. So all of you put a smile on my face with those messages. I'm sorry if I didn't reply to all of them. Sometimes I didn't know how to respond because I was thinking I desperately want to come back, but I don't want to feel like I'm letting people down. But either way, I really appreciate your support. You guys are absolutely amazing. Second thing I want to say is I hope you guys are all well and safe. I've got a friend who's really badly being affected by coronavirus at the moment. His dad is in intensive care on a ventilator. It sounds absolutely atrocious. So I hope all of you are staying safe, staying inside and staying well. Now, I decided today was the day I was going to make a YouTube video. I was going to get back into it and I was going to talk about the Lumineth Realm Lords. And I was getting quite excited. I'd planned the whole video. I've made the thumbnail. I was going to sit down and record it. And then I saw that we had this new preview with the Sons of Behemat. I'm going to call it Behemat, I don't know, Behemat, Behemat, whatever. But I thought, hey, let's just throw myself straight back into it with some brand new news. All of the Lumineth stuff, I'm sure everyone has pretty much seen already. I kind of still want to react to that as well because it helps get me up to speed with the things I've missed. And I mean, the models haven't come out yet anyway, so no reason why not. But anyway, let's get straight into this preview that came out literally today, a few hours ago, I think. Right, let's play this trailer really quickly. I'll pause it at different points where I think there's something I want to mention. First of all, as we are panning out, look at how massive these three Sons of Behemat are compared to a normal Gargant. A normal Gargant is a pretty massive model in its own right, but these things are absolutely towering above it. Right, next thing to talk about is this really cool club. Now, two things here. First of all, I love the fact that he's hand-fashioned a couple of cannons and flamethrowers into this massive club. It looks absolutely amazing. But the second thing is just look at the detail in this model. I know that obviously the bigger the scale of the model, the easier it is to start putting things like veins and skin texture, but it looks absolutely insane. I can't believe how these models look. We've got a bag of bodies, looks really cool. We've got this unfortunate chap here who's being squeezed, and in fact that looks like there's at least two people there because we've got this guy with his hands coming around here, and then we've got another set of hands there. So two unfortunate victims, but again, just look at the detail on these models. They look absolutely stunning. Here's our first full view of one of the models. Here's the second one, maybe my favourite one, that guy in the middle, and the third one, and then it pans out to this view here. I don't really need to look at those particular views anymore because down below, they've got these high-res images that we can scroll through. So these are our proper first view of the three Sons of Behemat. And I think I saw, yeah, here we go. Down below, this is the actual scale next to a Gargant, and he is pretty much exactly 1.5 times taller. So pretty massive. Looking at the three models, I think I have to say after looking at them for a few minutes, I think this guy is my favorite. The more you look at these models, the more little details you pull out of them, like the arrow in the back of this guy's leg. It looks absolutely amazing. But the rock that he's kind of tied into the top of his club, that rock actually really looks a little bit Gloomspite Gits. But yeah, just an amazing model. So many details into it. We've got the Mark of Khorne down there. I'm wondering if you can swap those out or change them or customize them. Because something really exciting about this army is you can basically ally them into any of your Age of Sigmar armies. But thematically, would you really want to do that if you had a big Mark of Khorne on his loincloth? I'm not really sure. But yeah, that guy looks absolutely amazing. You've got this guy here. This is the one that's got that hand-fashioned sort of cannon club with his bag of victims and some corpses. He's even got a little octopus tentacle thing hanging off his belt. But I think the one thing that would make me apprehensive about buying one of these models is the fact that I'm not very good at painting skin texture. Skin texture is one of those funny things where I think it's easy to make it look decent. It's very hard to make it look amazing. And that kind of in-between ground where you try to make it look a little bit better than decent, but you're not quite skilled enough to make it look like, say, this. That's where I think personally skin looks really bad. Certainly in my experience of painting it. It's either a case of paint an undercoat and put a wash over it, maybe one of the contrast paints, or you really have to do a professional job, otherwise I really don't like the way mine turn out. But yeah, I particularly love this guy's kind of executioner style mask. But the key thing is down here it says that they're as tall as pretty much the Archaon model, and that thing is insanely huge. I think it's one of the biggest models that Games Workshop have ever made. And right down the bottom here, it says that, here we go, every single faction can take them as an ally. As long as you're paying for their services with food and ale, they're pretty much happy. Now, I'm thinking this is going to be a single kit where you have 3 different build options. Looking at these 3 models here, they are exactly the same as these 3 down the bottom. So I'm wondering if there's going to be quite limited customization options. But yeah, I think they look really cool. They're really detailed. They're monstrous. They're going to be a really, really cool centerpiece for your army. Quite a nice challenge for modeling and painting. I guess we'll have to wait and see what they are going to cost. But I really hope they don't release these as 3 separate kits. I really want this to be one box, 3 build options, and then it kind of gives you the option to do some conversions and, you know, build them the way you want to, and then have some really cool spare bits that you could use for like some scenery or whatever you want to do with them. But yeah, basically the idea is solid. It's kind of bringing the Imperial Knights over to Age of Sigmar. They're obviously going to have loads of wounds. I'm imagining that the meta is going to maybe be affected possibly negatively by this, depending on how they write the rules. Because for months, the Imperial Knights dominated 40k. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I want to say about these models. There were some Warcry models they showed down below, the K-Knight Shadow Stalkers. Again, they look pretty cool. I think there's just the 3 of them. I'd quite like to make a video on Warcry because I have quite a lot of thoughts on it and why I personally think that it's made some mistakes along the way that Kill Team didn't. I've been playing tons of Kill Team over the last year, but that's another video I can make if you guys are interested. And finally, we have seen another Lumineth Realm Lord model. We've actually seen it before. We've seen the Veil, we've seen the Chalice, we've seen some artwork, and in one of the videos, if you looked really closely, this model was actually standing right at the front, and they'd even told you that her name, Sinari Cathalar, if I'm saying that right, I've got no idea. But we've seen that name before in the article where it showed you the artwork of her. But again, it's another army that I've kind of missed out on discussing and seeing, and a lot of the stuff I've only really looked at very recently. So I would quite like to share my thoughts, and obviously I'd like to hear what you guys think as well. So let me know if you're keen to watch those videos too. I'll probably make them anyway, maybe schedule one of them for tomorrow. But hopefully, now that I've got this all set up and running again, it should be quite easy for me to keep making these videos. And I think some of the things I was worrying about getting back into, like making those thumbnails and editing the videos, I think that's not going to be an issue. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. You guys are the best audience on YouTube. Thank you so much for all your support, and it feels amazing to be back making a video. Stay safe, and I will speak to you guys hopefully really soon.